Hello and good morning. So today wanted to, well, test out a couple things. For one thing, had another sort of, as you called it, a mini-boss AC from Cal. And, just wanted to try a different format for some of these tournament-type situations. Namely, wanted to try a thing where essentially it was done at random. So what I've done, I've set up a couple wheels here for basically team numbers and party members. And yeah, let's see how this goes. So first things first, let's see, we're fighting Team 23. And the third member of that team. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 34. So, 23. And looks like we're fighting the pink shirt. Give this a go. Immediately roll the second one. So as before, the rules are essentially the same. There are going to be 12 fights. And yeah, if it manages to beat all 12, then it counts as a boss fight. If it doesn't, well, then it loses. Turn up our frame skipping a little bit here. I thought we were having a little bit better performance today. So this thing is the Udder Delight. Essentially, it is a shotgun flanker. Oh, hang on, volume's a little bit high here. There we go. I like it. So this thing is a straight-up shotgun flanker. This is actually very similar to the kind of setup that I tried to use to try and beat the Overlord the other day. I believe the main difference between them is I think I had the Cougar 2s on it, and I believe the Loruses on the arms. But yeah, double shotguns and the high-effect ECM pods. Thing is, though, I wasn't able to get it running, so he was able to properly get this thing doing this sort of stuff pretty consistently. Seems to do the job pretty well. It's a pretty good scrappy type of thing. Alright, fight number 2. Yes, hi there, meowing cat in the background. Alright, so we're fighting team number 3. First party member. Alright, so it looks like we're fighting the Goliath. Okay. Yeah, this goes. And if you're wondering about the music, this is Last Stand from FTL. Seemed a little bit fitting for this sort of thing. Yeah, so this thing's pretty darn effective at dodging, I gotta say. It seems like it was... I believe he said it was built specifically to counter the Overlord, actually. So, yeah. Definitely, gotta say, definitely nailed the idea I wasn't able to get working. I gotta say. So far, Cow's been figuring out all sorts of stuff with the AI here. So, it's been good stuff. Now again, I don't really know if this was stuff that was known before. I know I put this disclaimer out there every time, but I'm not exactly the best when it comes to figuring these things out, but... any darn ways, so that's a Goliath gone, so who are we fighting next? Alright, looks like we're fighting Team 15. Let's see who that is. Whoops. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, Team 5, so this is going to be one of the super old ones. And let's see, number 1, so he's fighting the Grasshopper. Alright, that's probably the most competent one in that team by far. So the Grasshopper is basically a hit-and-run railgun quad. and potentially downright devastating with those cannon arms. Or the broadsiders, as I like to call them. Now, I'm thinking... Oh, no, I think he did just manage to get a shot in with the broadsiders. Okay. I don't know, I think he's got a chance, but... It's gonna take a little bit of luck and... well... The AI doesn't like luck. It has a tendency to screw itself over. There we go. Got its railgun out. I don't believe this will be enough to stun it. It's got a pretty heavy frame and has the stability improvement. So, pretty well assured that that won't do much. Come on. He was so close for a broadsider. I mean, so far he's doing the best, but... Oh! Yeah, no. Would have taken getting some better shots on those broadsider shots. Alright, there we go. There's the grasshopper down. Alright, who are we dealing with next? Looks like we have Team 33 and party member 1. Oops, accidentally hit it too many times, and I hit the wrong button. Alright. Go all the way down to the bottom here, so we got 38, 37. Alright, so we're fighting shenanigans, and it looks like we're fighting the Carnage. This is not even gonna be a fight. Yeah, sometimes I just have this music running in the background all day while I do work stuff. Freaking so freaking good. Love me some FTL music, I gotta say. Oh man, he actually got a flank on him. Yeah, the Carnage I definitely want to remake with his better cannon AI. I mean, okay, he's managed to successfully flank him, but it's not going to be enough because he simply doesn't have enough shots to take this thing out. I think even if he breaks out the cannon and even if he could use that thing from the air, I'm pretty sure he would not actually have enough bullets to beat this thing. Yeah, go figure. One of the worst AIs in the arena has so far done some of the best damage. Yeah, so he's now spent all of his rounds that he actually can. Oh well. Who's next? Alright, looks like we are fighting team number 4. And party member 3. That is... Murder! Oh, fun, the Peace Walker. This thing actually might win. Actually, I was thinking of an idea coming up here. To see about putting together an AIAC that can actually, well, potentially win fights without having any intelligence whatsoever. I'm going to see what it takes to have one that basically has no stats at all in its AI functions. I was going to build it, I was going to style it and name it after that Moana chicken. Which I mean, granted, I don't know if many people here would have been massive Disney fans or whatever, but yeah, we've probably seen that thing like 50 plus times, but there's this chicken in there that basically is just brain dead or something, and it's just like running around eating rocks all the time. And it's just like a running gag throughout the entire movie that the thing is just completely brain dead. Alright, well there goes the Peace Walker. Who's next? Looks like we've got Team 11, number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 11. Alright, number 5, is that Raiden? Yes it is. Actually, let me swap over to the Federation music, see if somebody, there we go. I was seeing if somebody put up Federation. It's another one of the themes that I really like from it. Oh! Man, I'm surprised it's taken this many friggin' rounds, jeez. Now we got a little bit of a, I guess, chill FTL soundtrack kind of day going on. Feels like this needs a bit of a techno montage type situation. That's kind of the thing. But yeah, let me know if you prefer this format, or if you prefer if I just go and pick the fights for these I guess 12-man gauntlets, or mech gauntlets, whatever. Man, Raiden's holding up pretty darn well. Well, we've had a few instances here of the AI still somewhat abandoning its flank, but you know what? It's still pulled it off. So, so far so solid against a lot of different kinds. And really the main reason that I went and wanted to start doing this sort of thing, where it's random instead of me picking them, because sometimes I end up just realizing after the fact that there's you know, certain things that might have been a lot better. Specifically, like that Overlord fight, it would have been really nice to have remembered an older version of the Matrix Overdrive. 534. But yeah, it still wouldn't have made a difference because nothing else was able to beat that thing. Still. Alright, let's see how the flag does. Actually, I've been planning to remake Thunderhouse from AC3 now that we have some sort of AI canon relative competence, so finally there's an opening for him. Maybe have him fight Bolt or something. But even if there's no OPI, at least they can still use their cannons. And given how the AIs tend to fight, you know, it's honestly probably not even necessarily worse than with OPI. Not that much worse, anyway. Like, honestly, a good kneel, if done right, it's still going to be pretty darn useful. And having done a kneel run of 3 before, it's not exactly a problem. No kidding. Alright, well, I guess it's not able to take a slug gun and flamethrower at the same time. There we go, that's one loss. So it seems like it's got a glaring weakness to flamethrowers. Though, to be fair, slug gun and flamethrower, nothing's gonna be taking that on. Alright. So it looks like we've got Team 29, number 5. 1, 2, 4, 5. Alright, so we got Team 7, and we're fighting Hook. Okay. This should be an easy one. Oh, music went away. let's have some Linus music going. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the hook has no chance here. Even if it can potentially tank some of these shotgun hits, it's not exactly going to be able to stand up to this heat. Man, that is just painful to watch. Right. Rotation is cool and everything, but he doesn't exactly have a chance here. Doesn't have a prayer. Alright. Next up, we have Team 26, number 5. Let's see who that is. Right. Oh yeah, Team 26. Number 5, right? Yeah. Okie doke. We have the Waffle Face. For this one, I'm not actually sure who it originated with, to be honest, because it seems like this thing, a different version of this waffle joke has been around for a few different peoples. But this is based off a waffle AC from AC2 that Cal was using, so see where that goes. I'm pretty sure there's like a whole inside joke that I have no idea what the deal was there. Oh man, is Waffles gonna be the one to take it out? I think, you know what, now that I think about it, it might have just been a coincidence, because this one's the Waffle Face, the other one is Waffles. I don't know. No. You had an opening for a blade, why didn't you take it? Kind of feels like if he gets just a couple slashes off, he can actually win this. Actually, come to think of it, kind of one idea that I scrapped a while ago, if anyone's interested in it, was basically to do the same kind of format, except just like randomly having different ACs fight each other. Alright, looks like we're looking at team number 8 and 1. Alright. So we've got Ungood Donkey and number 1. Oh my goodness. That is a bad roll right there. Alright, well, goodbye Udder. Actually, no. To be fair, this thing should be a pretty decent counter to the Matrix Overdrive. Though, that being said, if he gets a couple napalms off, it might overwhelm his cooling. Oh, nope, there it is, he's overwhelmed, that's it. That's basically going to be over there. So, as long as he's able to overwhelm their cooling, it's usually going to be it. Yeah. This thing is gratuitously weak to, like, reasonably fast ACs. simply because the AI can't really aim the rockets where they need to be, so sometimes it'll aim too high or too low, but it just kind of ballparks it. Thing is, the AI likes to let itself be exposed sometimes. It's a little bit of an exhibitionist that way. There we go. It's managing to hold a flank for a moment, and is he going to give it up? I think he's probably going to yeah, he just gave it up. Well... Oh man, if he wins... Oh no, I was going to say, if he wins it with 15 AP. Alright, so there we go. Made it to fight number 10. You know, made it decently far. Considering the general idea was, as he said, kind of like a mini-boss type situation. I think it held up pretty well, alright. This is definitely the best shotgun flanker right in the roster right now. You know what? Actually, a little bit of a bonus here. I want to see how this does against other one here. Is this shotgunner in here? Yeah, I want to see how it does against a red zone. So this was Azor's shotgun flanker here. And this thing did really well when it was doing its stuff. Just kind of want to see how this goes. See if we can learn any new AI stuff from this. Probably not. Now, I don't know if it's actually fair to call this thing a flanker so much as just like a bum rusher. And it's generally pretty effective at what it does. It does have a tendency to do hard landings, though. And Cal was mentioning something along the lines of some particular stat causing those the other day. Yeah, all this news coming from the AC R&D lab in the desert, it would seem. All right, what are we doing here? Huh. Well, this is unexpected. Yeah, you've got some serious tracking problems there, Red Zone. I don't think this map's built for you. Right. Oh, there we go. Anyway, I like this thing. Did pretty darn well. Generally, it's a sturdy shotgun flanker. But, yeah, let me know if there's other ones you want to see. There'll probably be a couple more boss fight type situations coming up in the near future. And, yeah, gonna be going back to the one-on-ones tomorrow, more than likely. And, yeah, see you then.